I had 10,000 tongues, I couldn't say enough thank yous and I couldn't praise you enough. So in this song, I'll simply tell you I love you. And God, I thank you for everything you've done. Lord, there's so many things that you've done for me. Blessings unconditional, they seem to overtake me. Your hand of mercy proving faithful and true. Jesus, how can I express my thanks to you for your grace and kindness? Oh, agent of days, I'll give you thanks, oh Lord, now and always. Oh, I just want to say thank you for your love. Thank you. Thank you for the blood. Thanks to you for all of the times that you brought me through. Lord, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your grace. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me safe. Thanks to you that I can share the good news of a Savior, to give someone a reason just to tell you thanks. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Thank you, Lord. Lord, it's not enough to give a simple praise to the one who has blessed me in so many ways. Nothing I can say or do could really show my gratitude to you, Lord. One God, one love, one faith. To you I give you praise. Three blessed Trinity, you mean so much to me. And you showered me with love, even when I turned away. Lord, I could never repay you, so I'll just say, I just want to say thank you for your love. Thank you for the blood. Thanks to you for all of the times that you brought me through. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your grace. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me safe. Thanks to you that I can share the good news of a Savior, to give someone a reason just to tell you for your love. Lord, I thank you for the blood. Thanks to you for all of the times that you brought me through. Lord, I thank you for your grace. Lord, for keeping me safe. And I can share the good news of a Savior, give someone a reason just to tell you.
You ready?
Thanks. Oh, Lord, thank you.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. And good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Truly Live with your co-host. I'll wait till she get back.
There's no seatbelt on my chair.
No seatbelt on the chair.
So
With your
bad.
co-host Oliver and
Yolanda.
oh my goodness.
Hi.
And what a beautiful day. What a beautiful time. We're so happy. We're so grateful. Thank you so much. You heard the song. I love that song.
I do
The
too.
introduction song. That song was written and sung and produced by a good friend of ours. And the name of it is Thank You. And first of all, thank you all for being patient with us. We had some little delay in getting the broadcast going, but we are here. And thank you for your patience. So excited to be here. This is not our normal or regular time, date, and time. However, we had to shift and make an adjustment from our regular Thursday night, second Thursday, and fourth Thursday, which would have been last Thursday, but we had to shift, right? Because life happens and we have to be flexible. But we're here tonight on this beautiful beginning of a new month of April and the beginning of a new quarter, which is the second quarter of 20. Can you believe we're already in the second quarter of 2024?
Oh boy, yes we are.
Where has the time gone?
It's going by.
It's gone by. Well, this is what we know for sure is that time waits for no man, right? It just keeps right on moving. And if you've been around this earth plane any amount of time, you already know that you can't call time out on time. Time continues to run, but you can pause.
Yes,
We can pause, but time keeps on moving. But anyway, tonight's show is going to be somewhat related to the fact that we are at the beginning of a new month, right? Or at the end of a month, or the end of a quarter, or beginning of a new quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And so we thought we'd kind of relate that to our life lesson tonight
Okay.
and how we can use these moments, these periods, right? These changings of the month, changing of the season, because we are in a change of season. If you didn't notice, spring is here. Spring has sprung.
Okay.
And so how can we take these moments and utilize these moments to help us to get to the outcomes that we desire in our life, get to the results that we desire in our life? And so if you are a first time viewer, you may be asking the question, who are these two beautiful people?
Okay, beautiful people.
Well, what would you expect me to say? Who are these two beautiful people?
Okay.
Well, first of all, my name is Oliver, and this is my beautiful wife, Yolanda, and we are the co-founders of Truly OB, which is a personal development business where we specialize in helping individuals, groups, and organizations to get to the results that they desire. And so
We help them get unstuck
we help them get
and
unstuck.
get a clear vision for what they would like to experience in their lives.
Absolutely. And so we're passionate about this. You might be asking, why would you do that? It is the thing that we have been prepared for. And you know what I was thinking today, that we've always been in a capacity of
Mhm.
what, mentoring. You're not getting anything there? Okay. We've always been in a capacity where we've been mentors or teachers or what do you need?
I need you to multitask.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Here we go. Is that not working?
Sweetheart.
Okay. Well, let's see here. This is the good news about
If it
This is
were
what-
if it were working, I wouldn't have
This-
said there was an issue.
this is what's good about live broadcasting. You got to be
Oh
able
boy.
to adjust
So
on
did
the
you do this again?
you got to be able to adjust on the fly. Yeah, let's get some power in that thing. It's up front here,
So you gave it to me and it was
right there.
okay.
How about that?
Okay.
See if that works now.
Keep going.
Okay. But anyway, we're the co-founders of Truly OB, and what we do is that we, like Yolanda said, we help people just like you to get to the outcomes and the results that you want in life. We are we are a, there you go. You got it?
Turned off.
Okay. We are a 32 year we've been in 32 years of marriage and business partnership. And we bring this 32 years of relationship and business experience to the coach and client relationship. We are a principle centered.
So that means that we bring something different
We bring something
because
different.
we bring two perspectives.
We bring absolutely two perspectives. So you get 2 for 1, right?
That's right.
But we're principle centered. We
And what does
believe-
that mean?
we believe that this life that we have works in a certain way, and it works by law and it works by principle, and that once we discover and understand how things work and work in alignment with it, then we are almost assured
Yes.
of our outcome. We can be certain about what to expect
That's
when we
right.
work in alignment with the way that this world, this universe, this planet works. It's like nature. Nature, if we look out in nature, it doesn't just happen, right? There is an evolution. There is processes that are always at work. We call them laws. We call them principles, and these are the things that are determining our results, right? It's not so
Yes.
much. It is the things that we do play a role in it, but what's really determining our outcomes in life, what's really determining what we experience in life, are the laws that are governing life, right?
Yes.
And so, with that said, what we also want to share is that we believe that all humanity and every person's life is valuable, and that every person's life has deep meaning and good purpose. And so that is our why, right? That is our motivation. That's our passion. And a lot of it, we can say that, especially for me, has come out of my own past experience of being stuck, right? My own past experience of being frustrated, and knowing that without the support that eventually I got in my own life, without the mentorship that I got in my own life, without coaches, and putting myself in a position to learn, I would have still remained stuck in a lot of the areas where I was not satisfied with, where I was not getting the results I want. And so, you ready to move on to the next section?
Yes.
All right.
let's do
So
that.
that's a little bit about us. So
Let's do that.
so when you put together a project kit, which where I had my humble beginnings, with a farm girl, where she had her beginning, when you put those two together, what you get is what we call here is Truly Live. And we've been on this, like we said, we've been on this journey for 32 years. And
We've been on this journey for 33 years.
33 years.
Don't sell me short.
And we wouldn't have it any other way.
That's right.
We wouldn't have it any
That's
other way.
right.
All right. So what we want to do now is, first of all, if any of our patrons are there, or if any of you out there or viewing this for the first time would like to share where you are from, or that you are new to our program, you can just use the chat or the comment field, whether you're watching this on YouTube or whether you're watching it on our Facebook channel. You can use the comment field and kind of share where you may be viewing this from.
Yes.
Yes.
You see?
Okay. All right. All right.
Wow.
All right. All right. Now that Yolanda has everything in place, here we go.
And Oliver can't multitask. What in the world? What in the world?
So, what we want to do is, first of all, we like to set the environment in which we going to share tonight, and we know the power of gratitude, and so we always like to share a gratitude. And gratitude is just a quick way and a simple way for us to align ourselves with the feeling and the emotion and the environment. It's like setting the mood. It's like, those of you all who are in relationships, romantic relationships, whatever, the importance of kind of setting the mood. And gratitude is a way for us to set the mood by which we can share going forward tonight. So I like to start out by saying that I'm happy and I'm grateful for the opportunity for us to add value and build goodwill in these communities in which we share, and that we have the opportunity to come on these live streams and share with the communities and the those who we serve, and add value and add goodwill by sharing some of our uh, teaching practices.
Okay.
So, would you like to share what you're happy and grateful for?
Well, I'd like to say that gratitude is an energetic and vibratory state field that shifts everything to the present moment. So, gratitude is one of those things that we can use to change our energy immediately.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm happy and grateful for family. We just got to experience some absolutely phenomenal moments with our family down in Laurinburg. So we were with Mama Blue, and we're going to say hi because we know she's on. We got to spend some time with her. She's 91, and it is just great to be in her presence. And then we also got to meet our brand new great niece, which is the fifth generation for your family, that we were all there together. And it was our first time meeting her in person. And boy, was she not.
And boy, is she had
beautiful.
All five generations within her.
Yeah.
And she is a beautiful expression.
And Oliver, wouldn't let he barely would let anyone else hold the baby as though the baby were his. He likes babies. But it was just wonderful for her mommy to share her with us, and her uncle, who I just thought was so phenomenal. He was so precious. He was so caring and so gentle with her. He's a big, big guy, and she's a tiny, teeny little thing. And boy, he was showing her some love. So, Big D, Uncle D.
Yes.
That was just so precious.
Amazing. Yes. Had an amazing weekend with family, and hopefully your holiday weekend was fun filled, and you had the opportunity to be around those that you care for, those that you love. It's a great time of the year. And like Yolanda said, we had 5 generations, right? 5 generations in the same room. And, we heard recently that from one of our own coaches that said that if you're going to have generational wealth, you got to have all the generations in the same room.
Yes.
And we had that on this past weekend with our family event. Yes. And it was such a great, now you're talking about gratitude.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're talking about a great feeling. That was such a great experience for all of us. And again, Yolanda mentioned that my mother is 91. And then for the latest part of that legacy, which is less than 2 months old, and everything in between, we had all the different generations in between.
Yes.
And what a time that we had, and the
food was delicious.
Fabulous.
The fellowship was wonderful. And mommy, brand new mommy, she generally does our games and engagement, and boy, she had us all from the littlest to the old. She had us all engaged. We had a great time. It was just a fun time. It was a really fun
great time. So
great memories.
Absolutely. So what are you grateful for? Expressing gratitude again, is a very simple but effective way
Mhm.
to connect yourself with the present moment, to connect yourself with the source that breathes all of us, right?
Mhm.
And to remind all of us that in reality, we have so much already to be thankful for.
Yes.
We have so much already to be thankful for.
Gratitude is the energetic state of expansion and flow as well. So gratitude gets us moving in certain directions.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. Okay, well, we're going to move right on into the Truly Life lessons tonight. And like we mentioned earlier, you know, we are as coaches, as personal coaches and group coaches, organizational coaches. It's our goal to help people get to the results and the outcome that they want, right? And we have learned that if you're living, this is what we do know. If you are living, if you are breathing, you're going to create results, right? If you live another 12 months, if you live another 6 months, even if you live another 3 months or another week, you're going to create results as a result of living. There's going to be evidence, right? There's going to be um, an outward demonstration of what we have done with this creative part of our life.
Mhm.
What is the creative parts of our life? Number one, the creative part of our life is our thinking. Everything begins with thinking. You've heard us say here
Yes.
that in the creative process, everything is created twice.
That's right.
Everything that's in form was first created uh, uh, in the invisible, which is in thought. And that thought is the beginning of of the creative process. That what we think will eventually affect how we feel, and how we feel will eventually affect our actions, and then our actions will always create a result, right?
Yes.
But where it all starts is in our thinking. And so, again, if if we live another year, at the end of that year, you're going to have results. If you live another 6 months, at the end of that 6 months, you're going to have results. And so here at the end of this first 3 months of 2024, which we break the year into quarters, we're also at the end of the first quarter and the beginning of the second quarter. And so what we do know is that results matter, and they matter to all of us, or at least they should matter, right? And what we do know is that results are going to happen, and results don't lie. They really are a outward outward reflection of what has been going on, of what we have been doing with the energy or the creative power that we have over the past, what has taken place over the past.
Mhm.
And here we're talking about the past 3 months or the past 12 weeks. It's generally an indicator of what we've done over that time. And so we're going to get results. You've heard us say here, even if you decide to stay in the bed and pull the cover over your head and don't do anything, staying in the bed, pulling your cover over your head, and not doing anything still produces results. You're going to get the result of that. And so, what we say in here is that results don't lie. In other words, they are a direct reflection of what has gone on in our life, how we've used our creative power over the past whatever period we want to measure. And here we're talking about a 3 month measurement. Now, even in the medical field, right? Because just think about it. Even in the medical field, like there are certain results that the medical doctor or community measures based on, uh, they can tell what you've done over the past 3 months by doing certain tests, right?
That's right.
Right. Oh, and then there's certain tests that they can
So
there's certain tests.
so that means that when you go to the doctor and he's like, how's how's your eating been? And you'll say, oh yeah, I've been eating really good. I've only been eating carrots and celery and drinking lots and lots of water. And then that doctor runs that one test, that A1C, and it shows your blood glucose level over the past 3 months. And it shows that you've been eating a lot more than carrots and celery and drinking water.
Yes, a lot of carbs, right?
A
lot of simple carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So results are the outward indicator of our inward state of thinking.
Absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
we like to do the little quote, what we think about, we bring about.
Yeah.
So this is why our thinking is so important. I think that's one of the reasons that we chose to be we're certified coaches, not life coaches, but we chose to focus on mindset so that we can get people to vision clarity.
Yes. Because we know it all starts with.
Yeah. With our thinking.
It all starts with our thinking.
Yeah.
And when you look at our results, all right, just think about, like, here we are at the beginning of April. All of us have core parts of our lives, whether it be our relationships, our health,
yes,
and our wellness,
yes,
right? We all
our time and money freedom
have, right? We all have the same amount of time, right? And we all have access to the same resources, right? Which we trade our time, right, for money, right? And so we have results where time and money freedom is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you are
so that's an exchange.
Absolutely.
That's an exchange.
Absolutely. And then the other core area has to do with our career or our business, whether you are an employee or whether you are a business owner. These are kind of like the 4 core areas of our lives. And so in all 4 of those areas, we've gotten results in the last 3 months.
Yes.
And so what is the best, what are the results telling us? Because here we're saying that results don't lie. Yes. In other words, they are a reflection of of our activities. They are a reflection of our thinking. They are a reflection of how we use our energy. They are a reflection of our attitude, right? It's almost like it is it's a window into our past, mm-hmm. right? And so current results reflect what we have done. It doesn't reflect our potential.
Nope.
It only reflects what we have done. And so how do we take that information? Because results is feedback.
Yes.
Right. How do we take that feedback and use it, right, in order to make the necessary correction, mm-hmm. the necessary adjustments, right, to get us to the outcomes, the accomplishments that we do desire, right? So looking at what has happened in your life, my life, or anyone's life over the last 3 months, and when we look at those results based on goals that we have set for ourselves, and we realize that we have not achieved those goals, what is the best use of that information?
Yes.
What is the best use of those results? And the best use of those results is to, first of all, accept and acknowledge where you are, right? So it creates a baseline, right? To acknowledge this is where I am, because really it's hard to achieve anything if you don't embrace where you are, knowing where you're starting from. When you go to the airport, or when you go to book a trip or whatever, first of all, you got to know where you're going. So you have to have goals set, and then where are you starting from? You have to have a starting point. So that's one thing that results helps us. Helps create a starting point, or it helps create a baseline from which we can now measure our progress.
Yes.
We can now measure our progress. So one of the good uses of the results that we have, whether it be in your health, whether it be in your money freedom, your finances, or your time freedom, or your career, your job. Most of us work in an environment where it's based on performance, and that performance is measured, right? And so knowing what your results are and accepting where you are is the first step into making progress.
Yes.
You have to embrace. You have to know where you are and embrace where you are, right, in order to make progress. So results is great feedback. And then,
great feedback.
Secondly, when we look at our results, because remember, we are always creating them. When we look at our relationships, when we look at our performance in our career or in our business, when we look at our health and our well-being, are we experiencing good health and good well-being? Or is there an issue? Is there a problem? So when we embrace where we are right now and establish this as this is where this is what our past actions and activities has produced in our life. What we do know is that if we do the same thing, if we continue with the same thinking, with the same feelings, and with the same actions, what are they going to produce?
The same results.
They're going to produce the same results, right? And so if we have results in our life that we're not happy with, if we're discontent with, or we feel like we're not making any progress, that feeling of being stuck, right? And not knowing how to get unstuck, then one of the best things that we can do is to kind of sit with our results.
Yes.
Just sit with our results because they are what they are.
They are what they are.
Right. And so if you're listening to us live or you're listening to the replay, I want you to just pause and think about the goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of 2024. And if you haven't set goals, right? Okay, well, so that means the next step is what? To decide what you want, to set some goals for the next 90 days or for the next 3 months or for the second quarter. If you haven't set goals, just decide that I'm going to set some goals, because without goals, you don't know where you're going. But for those that have set goals for this first quarter and you're looking and you're saying, oh my God, I'm nowhere near my goals. Or you may be looking and saying, oh, I not only achieved my goal, but I exceeded my goal, and that's still giving you feedback, right? So that's the first step. Is just sit with the results of where we are here at the beginning of this first day of the second quarter of April, right? And 90 days or 3 months is a good window, right?
Mm-hmm.
To look into to determine, are we really making progress, right? Because doing something for one day or a couple days, and then we move back to our comfort zone, don't give us a really good picture.
No.
But 3 months is really a good window to measure, because most companies, they measure their performance by quarters, and that's because in 3 months it really gives you a good picture of what's really going on, right? Because you can sometimes fake it for a day or two.
Well,
right?
Yes, you can. And let's not be too hard on ourselves.
No.
Because remember, now it takes 21 days to establish a new habit. And we are creatures of habit, creatures of routine. So why not, once you've establish the goal that you want to set for yourself for the next 90 days, then think about what are some of the steps that you can use to get to that goal, and then decide to take an action step, and then do those action steps for 21 days, and then it should become a whole lot easier.
Yeah, because you said that you said the magic word there a few minutes ago. You said it's a reflection of our habits, right? Or our
Inner thinking.
yes, it's
Yeah.
a reflection of our habits. And so results don't lie. But
I'll
they
put
do.
that back up there.
But they do leave us a lot of clues
Yes.
about what we have left undone, right? And what we need to do.
Yes.
So this is this is like Yolanda said, it's not about judgment. It's not
No.
about looking at your result and judging yourself harshly. But what is the best use of that information? What is
That's
the
right.
best use of that feedback is to, again, determine what is working, what is not working,
Mm-hmm.
or, to be honest with you, a lot of it has to do with the knowing, what we call the knowing doing gap, right? What we know to do, but we're not doing it, right?
Yes.
Sometimes we sum all of that up with the P word called procrastination.
Ooh.
The P word, yes. And so a lot of the reason we don't achieve our goals is because, again, of that knowing doing gap. We know a lot of things, right? I mean, we even take ourselves because we are always hungry for learning, right? More
Yes.
and expanding our awareness. And so we're always knowing more than we're doing.
Yes.
I mean, that's just the mode of operation that we're in. But we also know that just knowing or having an awareness or mental assent about something and not taking any action is not going to produce the thing that we want. So in reality is we really don't know something until we actually do it, because it is in the doing of it, right, that we prove that the outcomes that we desire are on the other side of the doing, right? The outcomes are not just on the other side of the knowing or having an awareness of, but it's on the other side of us actually participating in that idea and watching it produce the results, right? That it says that it will produce.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, what is your goals for the next 90 days? What are your second quarter goals? If you have not set them, pause in this moment and decide what you would like to accomplish in this second quarter 2024. Think about it in terms of those 4 core areas of life: your love and your relationships, your time and your money, your health and your well-being, your career, or your business. Those are the 4 core areas of life. What do you want to achieve in those areas of your life? Listen to your discontent. What are the things that you're discontented about in those 4 areas? Listen to your longings. What are the things that you long for? What are the results that you long for? What are the outcomes that you long for in those 4 core areas of life? And set a goal, set an outcome that you'd like to achieve in this second quarter of 2024, right? Not looking so much of what you want to achieve by the end of the year, but let's break it down. Let's make it more manageable by breaking it down into 3-month intervals. So what is it that you desire? What would you love to achieve in those areas for the next 90 days? That's where you start.
That's right.
Right. Because you got to know what you want.
That's
You
right.
got to know what you're going. When you go to the airport, You don't just walk up to the ticket counter and say, "Give me a ticket." That ticket agent is going to say, "Where are you going?" We got to know where
Well,
you're
yeah,
going.
yeah.
That is always first thing. What is it that you desire? What are the results that you want? And so let's do that for this second quarter of 2024. Okay, we're gonna break it down into manageable sizes,
Bite-sized
bite
pieces.
sizes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And so as you have this established what it is that you want, what goals you want to achieve, then take an inventory of where you are right now. And what you'll notice is quite obvious that there is a gap between your current reality and where you want to go.
And your final results.
That's right. There's a gap there. And in that gap is where your growth, your development, right, takes place, right? It is in that gap where we begin to take inspired actions and doing the things that moves us to achieving that 90-day or that 3-month goals.
Yeah.
So we decide what actions can I take, right, that will move me closer to achieving those goals.
That's right. That will move me in the direction of the goal or the goals that you've set.
Yeah. Because once you
that, and this way we're intentional.
Yeah, it's called living by intention,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Or living by purpose. Because once you are clear on what you want, right? Once you are clear on what you want, what happens is you begin to get inspired ideas,
Yes.
right? You begin to get inspired ideas, and you begin to attract in your life the things that you that will help you, right, to achieve those outcomes. You'll begin to attract them into your life.
Yes.
Right. That's the law of nature, and it happens as you are crystal clear on what it is that you desire. And that's why you and I, we spend a tremendous amount of our coaching effort in helping people become absolutely clear on what it is that they want,
About
on what it is that they
Okay.
desire, right?
When we are not clear about what we want, what we fail to realize is that because we're not focusing on that, see, what we focus on, what we give our attention to, that energy grows. So whatever we focus our attention on, we get more of that. So that's why if there's something that we don't, we see this for things that we don't want. And we'll say, why does this keep happening? Why I don't want this. Why does this keep happening? It's because that's what we're focusing on.
Yes.
We focus our attention on that thing. And we actually focus a lot of our attention on the negative. A lot of our attention is focused on what we don't want.
Right.
So because of that grows. So what we can do is if we just focus on what we want, get clear about what we want, and we start focusing our energy, using our creative thoughts, making certain that we are intentional with our speaking. When we add positive energy to that, then what's going to happen is that's going to grow. And when we are focusing on that, then we can realize that some of these ideas we already had.
Right.
But because we hadn't been focusing on it and we weren't clear about what we wanted, we're not realizing that a lot of times what we want is within arm's reach.
Oh, right there. It's all around us.
Yes.
But we can't see it because the energy, right? The energy is being concentrated in another area.
Yes.
And you said that, and I want to park there for a minute. You said that wherever our focus is, it's going to grow.
Yes.
So even with results, even when you take a look at where you are in those core areas of your life, right here on this first day of April, based on what you've done since January 1st, the goal is not to focus on the fact that I have not achieved my goal. The goal is not to wallow in what has not occurred in life, but we only want to take a brief examination
Mm-hmm.
of our results, because they don't lie. It is a reflection of what we've been, but it's not a reflection of our potential. It's a reflection of where our energy was. But now we can now focus on changing those results, changing those outcomes, like Yolanda said, by putting our energy into what we desire.
That's right.
Right? And that's why it's, again, vital to know what it is absolutely that you want. So vital to know what you want. In fact, don't go like they say in the Monopoly game. Stop. Don't go past. Right. Don't go past.
Do not pass go.
Don't pass
go.
Go
directly to jail.
Go,
That's what
yes,
it says.
yes, yeah. And a lot of us just live our lives having no idea what we want, and we just get up every day and we just like get in survival mode. And we are fighting against the wind, right? Because we don't know what we want. And so, if nothing else you get out of this episode tonight, know that the beginning of achieving anything in life is knowing what you want, and knowing that you can have what you want, and knowing that you are deserving of those good things in life, because all of us are deserving of the good things in life, right? So we have to settle that, right? So that now that we can bring all the other parts of our lives into harmony and in alignment with bringing those things to fruition in our life, right? So I can remember when you and I first got started on this journey, right? And we weren't as specific as what we wanted, but we were sure about what we wanted, in terms of we wanted to do life together, and we wanted to understand what our purpose was, right? We wanted to discover our purpose, and we wanted to be about pursuing the purpose that we had in life, right? And so that was our starting point. But as we put our energy in those areas, it became more and more clear of the specifics of our life, of what that looks like, right?
Well, we actually took the time to focus on what we wanted.
Right.
We talked about what we wanted.
Right.
And as we got clear about what we wanted, then we began to strategize about, okay, what can we do? What steps can we take to get us to that desired result?
And it's like the once you get the what in place, the how kind of unfold. So it kind of unfolded to us, and then we found ourselves.
And it wasn't so hard, because we kept saying, well, we don't know we don't know what to do.
Right.
But as we got clear about what it was we wanted, it became very clear about what we needed
That's
to
right.
do.
The ideas began to come. The resources began to come. The relationships in our life began to unfold, right? To help move us in that desired, towards those desired outcomes. And it almost like it becomes a natural thing, right? It's like when you put a seed in the ground. The seed requires water. It requires light. It requires, it requires a few nutrients, the nutrients in the soil, and it's like the seed just attracts all of that to it in order to bring the potential of that seed.
So remember when we talked about how the seed actually comes out of that case. Remember, we talked about that it's a little bit of water that causes that outer seed covering to break. When that happens, there are the shoots. There's a shoot that is the root, and it's actually the roots that go out and seek the water. So the roots are not really attracting water to itself. The roots go out
Right.
and seek that water.
Right.
And then as that is happening, the shoot starts to come up through the ground. And that is how sun the sun rays that it needs and the oxygen, because that's really what it actually needs, oxygen in order to grow. It gets the oxygen
Right.
out of the air, and then the seed does not have to go and seek out what it is,
Right.
because everything that the seed requires to be whatever that seed is already in the seed,
Yes.
already there.
And all that happens naturally.
All of that
Right?
happens.
It's not forced.
Nope.
It doesn't have to go and take what it
No.
needs from something else,
No.
but it's a natural flow
Yeah.
of life that takes place when we allow, right? When we allow through the awareness
Yeah.
of knowing what we desire, right? It's just a natural flow of life. And it's in before you know it, you begin to see your results change,
Yes.
right? It's almost like, I won't say it's almost like magic, right? But it's not like magic. It's just natural, right?
So
It's just
so
a
instead of
natural
it
outcome.
instead of it being magic, it's actually principle.
It's principle.
It's law.
It's
It's
law.
it's the law.
Right.
It's the way that it works.
Right.
And so when we can make the decision to work with the law, work with the principle as opposed to working against it, then it does proceed with ease.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
How about that? Us talking about farming.
yes, farm girl, right? So there you have it. You know, what are results? You know, they're just a reflection of our inner thinking. There's a reflection of our what we have done, what we have thought, what we have felt, where we have focused our attention. Right?
Yeah.
It's just you know, they leave clues to what we have done. Like Yolanda said, put up here on the screen, results are the outward indicator of our inward state of thinking. And so it helps
So
to
if you ever want to know, what are they thinking? You can look at their results and
look
see
at the
what they've
results.
been
Or
thinking.
what have they been doing? You can look at the result. The results going to tell. And that's the thing. You know, results tells a compelling story. You know, it tells us what kind of decisions that have been made, because we said here that we don't see people making decisions, but we can certainly see the results of the decisions
Yeah, I like
that
one
one
too.
have made. I'm gonna say that again. We can't physically see people making decisions, right? Because these are made inwardly. These are made in one's thinking. But we can certainly see the results of the decisions that were made, because they are going to produce results, right? And so the good news is we take the results that we see, and here we're talking a 3-month period, and as the best use of that information, right, is to establish where we are, acknowledge where we are, and then use that as feedback to make different decisions, right? To focus our energy, right, in different a direction, right? And to recognize that in many cases we're not doing what we already know to do. We need to
Yes.
close that knowing doing gap, right? We need to um, eliminate the procrastination that's in our life, right? Because that's exactly what it is. When we know something and we're not doing it, that's a gap. It creates a gap, right? And we need to close that gap to where we do what we already know. And for most of us, we know a lot. And for most of us, if we would just do what we already know, right? Right.
yeah.
We don't need more information. We just need more alignment with what we know and what we're doing to align up. So you're putting some great notes up on the screen
Yeah, I
tonight.
thought I'd put some notes up.
Close the knowing and doing gap. So, all right. So that's our truly life lesson for tonight's episode.
We thought we'd keep it light.
Yes.
Just have a little discussion, nothing major, but the principles are incredibly powerful.
The principles are powerful because they do not lie. And as we gain more awareness and understanding of this thing called life and how it works and align ourselves with it, then it becomes much more easier
Yeah.
for us to get to the outcomes and the results that we do desire, because
Yes.
we do have an impact on the results that we get. What we think, what we feel, how we direct that energy, those emotions, those feelings and emotions are no more than that energy that's in motion, right?
Yes.
Energy is always in motion.
Always.
And then take the inspired action, right? Do what we already know to do to move in that direction. We will affect our results.
And when we take the inspired action, when we do what we know to do, we're closing that knowing doing gap. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
We call that course correct.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Course correcting.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
Results
Yeah.
don't lie. And the law is determining our results.
That's right.
So once we align ourselves with the law, the creative law,
The principle,
the use of our mind,
yes,
the use of our energy, and the use of our action, when we synchronize and align all those things with what we desire, the results are almost guaranteed.
The results are guaranteed.
The results are guaranteed,
Yep.
right? So thank you for listening, and we're gonna just end our tonight session like we always end it. And by the way, if you are a sports fan,
Oh yes.
You can look at the teams that are left. Those are results. And those results don't lie. Those results tell you a lot of things about those, what they call Final Four teams for the men and Final Four teams for the women. They're not in the finals
by chance.
No, it's telling a compelling story.
Yes.
It's telling you what they have done and what they the work that they have done, right?
Yes.
And and so their results of being in that Final Four is a reflection of what they've done over the past 3 months, 6 months.
Congratulations.
So congratulations to all those teams that.
And even though the teams that we would normally cheer for, which are our normal teams, boy, I certainly am cheering for NC State. Go Wolfpack, the men and the women, because they are in a place where they have not been for an incredibly long time.
And they got both.
And both
men and
women are in the Final Four, and this is great.
That's amazing.
Only one school has done that before, and that was UConn, where both the men and the women won the NCAA tournament, and UConn actually did it twice.
Yes.
So,
great accomplishment. Great results.
Really, really excited for NC State, which is a university that's in our state, that's in our.
Now, are you being biased?
No, I am cheering.
You're just acknowledging.
I am acknowledging the results.
Right? And the results don't lie.
That's right. I'm acknowledging the results. Our daughter actually graduated. Our daughter graduated from NC State. So and our next door neighbors is a graduate, and so we're cheering for all of us. Go Wolfpack!
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Since your team, and I don't know that I have a team anymore. I mean, I had a team that I used to cheer for, but I hadn't seen them in years.
I don't have a team. Busy. I just watch the results.
Oh, okay. Well, when he was watching those games, guys, it really seemed like he had a team because he was yelling.
Was I animated?
He was very animated. He was very animated.
Well, I get excited. I have a very competitive nature that sometimes.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
That sometimes don't work. Don't work for me.
Sheila, did you hear that he has a competitive nature? Okay.
Right, but I've been able to harness that though over in these last.
Competition is not a bad thing.
No.
Competition it can be healthy.
Yeah, but I'm more creative than I am competitive.
I agree with that.
I like the results that creativity brings. Competition sometimes don't get the results you want.
No. But hard work certainly does.
Yes,
So
yes.
when those ladies and gentlemen were practicing and doing drills and all that repetition
Behind
and
the
work
scenes,
that they were doing,
behind the scenes,
it is now paying
right.
off.
We know what now. Their results is a reflection of what they were doing.
Yes.
Right. Yes, they won't just eating popcorn and drinking soft drinks and
eating pizza.
Yeah. But no, they would actually running and practicing and
that's right.
And improving their crafts and their skills.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Well, all right. So congratulations to all of the Final Four teams that are in the NCAA tournament for both the ladies and the men.
Okay.
All right. So we thank you all for being with us. We bless all of you who've joined with us and all of those that you hold near and dear in your heart.
So may you be truly happy.
May you live in peace.
May you live in love.
May you know the power of forgiveness.
And may you live in the recognition that your life has deep meaning and good purpose.
That is the Dalai Lama's loving kindness meditation that Oliver and I say as a prayer. And we add to that, may you live in the awareness of who you truly are. We extend this blessing to every being on the planet.
And so it is. All right. Well, there you have it. And until our next episode of Truly Live, which will be the second Thursday in the month of April, I would like to say that I'm Oliver.
I'm Yolanda.
And together, we are the OK Blues.
Your sweet love away, but you stay right here beside me, never letting me go. Now I know the love I needed was right here all along. I know that love to forgive all the hurt and pain. Love is enough to remove all the guilt and shame. Love is enough to make up for the hurt I made. I know that love is enough. God's love is enough. God's love is enough. God's love is enough.